With the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max, Apple gave us many of the features we've been waiting for. These include an always-on display and better multitasking thanks to Apple's Dynamic Island. But there are a few ways Apple could take things further with the iPhone 15. For example, the company could do a better job of bringing certain Pro-exclusive features down to its less expensive iPhone models. Samsung frequently does this with its cheaper phones, and I'd like to see Apple embrace this approach more fully, too. The Dynamic Island also shows a lot of promise already, but Apple could make it an even more integral part of the iPhone experience. Apple typically announces its new iPhones in September and releases them shortly thereafter. Here's what I'm hoping to see from the iPhone 15 later this year. The Lightning connector has been around for 10 years, and it's time for a change. With so many Apple products making the switch to USB-C, there's never been a bigger need for one charger that powers all devices. Apple currently has 4 different types of chargers on the market: Lightning, for iPhones, the 2021 iPad, AirPods and a few other accessories; USB-C, for most new iPads and MacBooks; MagSafe, the wireless magnetic charger for iPhones; and MagSafe 3, the magnetic charger for the 2022 MacBook Air, 14-inch MacBook Pro and 2021 16-inch MacBook Pro. Making new iPhones compatible with USB-C instead of Lightning means you could use the same cable to charge your new phone, the Mac and new iPads. There's a good chance most of your other electronics use USB-C too. The good news is that a USB-C iPhone may not be very far away. Greg Joswiak, Apple's Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, confirmed that the company would comply with the European Union's mandate that all phones sold in the region would need to have a USB-C charging port. He made the comments during an interview at the Wall Street Journal Tech Live conference. Apple has also previously tested USB-C iPhones, according to Bloomberg. However, Apple has not revealed any specifics about its plans. We don't know if Apple will begin making the switch to USB-C with the iPhone 15 or if it will wait until the following year, since the new rules require USB-C by the end of 2024. Apple also has not said whether USB-C will be coming to all iPhones or just European models, although analysts expect Apple to make a complete shift to USB-C. While Face ID is convenient in many situations, there are instances in which using your finger to unlock your phone is just more practical. That's why I'm hoping Touch ID makes a comeback on the iPhone. Maybe you haven't had time to set up Face ID so that it works with a mask yet, or perhaps you're just not holding your iPhone at the right angle for Face ID. Apple clearly sees the value in fingerprint recognition, considering the top button on the latest standard iPad and iPad Air have Touch ID. Doing the same for the iPhone 15 would add more convenience, giving users the choice to use Face ID or Touch ID depending on the situation. Most Android phones have both a fingerprint reader and some form of facial recognition, so it would be great to see iPhone users get the same options. It's unclear whether Apple will ever bring Touch ID back to the iPhone. While the analyst quote previously predicted that future iPhones would get an under-display fingerprint sensor, he changed his outlook in March 2022. With rumors from Quo suggesting that Apple may cancel the iPhone SE it had previously planned for 2024, introducing a new iPhone with Touch ID could be more important than ever. The iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max already address many of the previous shortcomings of Apple's smartphones. The updates I'm hoping to see in the iPhone 15 may not seem revolutionary, but they're bound to make everyday tasks like charging and unlocking your phone a bit easier.